Wagwan Popcorn and Honor for Summer Dad. It's your girl Kayla and back with another video for the channel.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
Y'all, it is the first video of the year. It is currently January 10th. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everybody had a great celebratory New Year's Eve and then off 2025. And y'all, it's a new year. Like, I feel great. Like, in my previous videos, y'all know I did a closet clean out, but not only did I do the closet clean out, I was able to also organize and do the things, and I feel great. I feel like I'm bringing fresh energy, organized energy that makes sense into 2026, and we're leaving behind the disoriented things that we didn't need to take energy in 2025. Before I hop into this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on them post notifications so that you can be notified every single time your girl posts. Head over to IG, follow me at Michaela.Queen. Hello, and my ancestors curls. Let's hop into this video. So like I said, it is January 10th. It's a Saturday. It's about 6:50 p.m. And I actually just got in the house not too long ago. I went out to eat with my girl Toy. We got some food and drinks. We took some pictures. By the time this video goes up, those pictures should be up on my IG too. And they ate. So make sure y'all go head over there and check them out. And like, and comment, and share, and repost. But your girl is back home. I'm actually going to my little cousin's birthday party. She's turning 16 years old. And it's an all-white party. But I got a little bit of time from beforehand, so we picking up the camera. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of life updates and we're gonna do the things. But before I do that, I want to give y'all a mini haul of some of the purchases that I've made over the past couple of weeks. So let me go get them. Okay, the first purchase being this hair on my head, y'all. Y'all, this is literally a half wig from OQ Hair. If y'all want more information on this hair, make sure y'all head over to my TikTok, y'all. My TikTok is really tea, and this is why it's important to follow me across all of my platforms, because different content goes different places. So if you want the full download on this hair, follow me on TikTok and you will see the information. But yes, I recently purchased this half wig and I am loving her. Mind you, I'm a 4C girly and these curls are very much not 4C, okay? Along with purchasing this half wig, I also got another one. Yeah, I know. But we're gonna open her up actually. This one is definitely more catered to 4C hair. And we're just, hold on, let me take it out because I'm really excited. Ooh, she feels full, y'all. So this is fresh out of the box, you feel me? And like when it's like factory like hair, it never looks aesthetically pleasing, but I can tell from the curl pattern and the wave pattern, y'all, this is literally made for me. You were made for me. Yeah, this wig was made for me. Chill out, Michaela. But yes, y'all, I'm really excited to install this at some point because who gonna say it ain't my hair? You ain't gonna be able to tell where the line is from where my hair is and where the wig is. That's why we love half wigs, baby. If you ain't on the half wig wave, get on it. It'll save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and this is 20 inches, y'all. 20 inches in its stretch state. But, you know, like I said, factory hair doesn't always look as pleasing. But, yes, I am super excited to install this at some point, which will also be on my TikTok. So, along with the wig, it says I got some free gifts with it. So, we're going to look at that, too. These free gifts that they put in there. Let's see. Okay, we got the common wig caps. They give you $15 back. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna have to hold on to that one. What else? Ooh, I've always wanted more of these. I got some from the hair store, but to know that I'm getting them for free as a free gift, yeah. These clips are super cute. And what else? Oh, we got like the bands. It's like, this is for if you're gonna wear a wig and you wanna melt the lace down, and it comes with an extra band. For the wig, it has like the clip right there. Your girl has been receiving blessings on blessings on blessings for me to be able to make a couple of big purchases that I'm really excited about. So this next one It's from Amazon, but it's really important and really holds a lot of value. So we're gonna open her up. I definitely have a box cutter somewhere, but we just gonna use a knife. I have been wanting this for so long, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna just hold it up to the camera. Yes, I finally got my hands on the Osmo Pocket 3, the DJI. This is gonna come in handy with my content creation, especially for my Ancestors Curls. Follow us on Instagram, grab you a bottle or two, you know, do the thing. But this is about to take content creation up to a whole nother level for the business, and I am just super excited. Hold on, we just gonna unbox her all the way, and I'm so excited to like play around with the features of this, up my game with content creation, because you know, as you level up, everything gotta level up with you. Bars. I've been seeing a lot of recommendations from other content creators saying that this is a good camera, so I just gotta see what it's about for myself. Okay, this is a nice compact case. Yes, I love it. Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Y'all, look at it. So, okay, right now it's in its, I think this is like the vertical view. Like this is the camera. It's so tiny, y'all. It's literally so tiny, but very, very powerful. And this is the screen. If I were to peel it, you know, we just gonna peel it. So this is, actually I'm not gonna peel it because I wanna read the instructions, but if you peel this, I'm gonna peel it a little bit for y'all. That is the screen for where you can see where you record. This is a microphone, so this will help to, you know, up the audio a little bit. I wish I had time right now to like kind of test it out, put in a SD card, but I really want to thoroughly read through the instructions and research a little bit before I start using it. We got a whole bunch of other like little equipment in here, little but very needy. I know that this has something to do with the microphone. Yeah, we're gonna take our time, we're gonna study this, and we're gonna master how to get exceptional content on this Osmo Pocket 3. And I am very, very grateful. If it wasn't for God, I really wouldn't have this. Okay. Oh, I just heard a vibration. Did I turn it on? Or oh, the camera moved, the little head where the camera is, it moved. Okay, so I gotta be very careful. But I still do need to close. It's still moving. Okay, we're just gonna set her down. Now this last box right here, this is my most recent pickup. This was as of today, I picked this up. It gets torn right here. Can y'all guess what this is? Another really big purchase that I am excited about. Y'all not ready? Ready? Y'all, we got a brand new MacBook Pro. Y'all, I am super excited for this because once again, I've been very blessed to be able to take my content creation when it comes to my business, mostly just up to the next level in terms of like creating quality content and things. Hold on. Oh, this is official. Let me, this one ain't even, don't irritate me. I wonder if I can open it without. I have been wanting a MacBook Pro for the longest time, and your girl finally got it. I have a MacBook Pro that's literally this color, 14 inches, that I have also just been editing everything on. But once again, we're being more intentional. We're leveling things up in 2026, and ooh, okay, we're gonna close it for right now. But yes, your girl got a MacBook Pro, and this is strictly for content creation, Kayla and my Ancestors Curls work. And I am just super excited, very blessed. Once again, wouldn't happen without God, so thank you, God. That is it when it comes to my unboxing what your girl has recently purchased haul. And y'all, we're about to sit down and we're about to have a conversation. Yeah, we need to have a talk. We're gonna have a talk about some life updates and just, you know, checking in. The last check-in that I did was in September about where I've been, and I've been on YouTube and on Instagram and on TikTok you know, but it's just good to have a nice little check-in. So we're gonna migrate to the couch over there and we gonna talk. So all right, y'all, so like I said, we are going to be doing a little life update / Q&A, and I really just want to like hit y'all on like what's been going on in my life and a little 2025 post reflection and what to expect into 2026. I will say I did look up some questions beforehand. It's probably about like 8 to 10 questions. I literally just looked it up, copied and pasted, and didn't go back to it, and that's because I like to genuinely answer questions that are just gonna like allow me to be the most authentic, not overthink in the moment. Okay, so the first question is, what am I most proud of myself for? So 2025 was an excellent year. The thing that I'm most proud of about myself is that I was able to secure a grant for my business, My Ancestors Curls, and that is the first major grant that I've gotten for myself, and I am just so excited. I'm so proud because little old me, like someone who doesn't like to go out networking and likes to stay to themselves, like I really put in the time and the effort, and being chosen, like I remember when I went to my first in-person session, like they told me, they were like, listen, we got a lot of applications. This was very competitive and we selected you in the top 10 to be here to have this grant. And I'm just so proud of myself because once again, I'm a girl that overthinks and I want things to be perfect. And it's like, Michaela, not everything is going to be perfect. It can be to the best of your ability, but perfection is in the eye of the beholder, right? And I'm just really proud of myself because it's like the little engine that could, the little Kayla N that could. And I did, and it really put a battery in my back to just, if you can secure a grant for your business, what else can you do? So yeah, I would definitely say that is the thing that I am most proud of from 2025. It's really one of those things of just like trusting the process and putting in the work because, you know, I've been in business for a little over 2 years now, and it's like, you have to play the patient game, the waiting game, and really kind of see the fruits of your labor after you've put in the work. So to see it come to fruition, it's just like, wow, like I can actually do this, you know? And you have to have the mindset, you have to be driven, and it has to be done out of passion. And I think that's why I'm so proud, because I've landed on something that I am truly passionate about, and I could just keep going for real. The next question is, how has your mindset changed recently? My mindset has changed in so many ways. Definitely within business and just like expanding my horizon, seeing beyond being a small business owner who, you know, is limited in the things that they do, but it's like, no, you can go beyond. So my mindset has definitely expanded in terms of how I run my business. Personally, I would say we've done a whole 180, and honestly, I know I said it earlier, but like I really give the thanks to God, and I think that's how my mindset has changed. I want to say maybe a month after my birthday, that's when a lot of like reality and realizations about my life experiences like hit for real and showing me what things really are. And it was just like okay, it was like you need to see things and experiences with folks for like what it really is. And I've just learned so much. It's really one of those things of like, when you know better, you do better. And I feel like I was able to come to my senses and know better because God was kind of nudging me like, hey, like I'm about to convict you to let go of this. I'm about to convict you to maybe expand or shift or draw back. You know, it was really one of those things. And I'm in a space where like, if it ain't for me, I don't want it. If this is what you want out of life, this is what you're gonna have to do to get it. And I think my mindset has changed the most when I understood that obedience is power. When you are obedient to the plan, when you stick to the plan and not your mood, that is when you will start to see the shift in your life. That is when you can genuinely attract the things that you want out of life. And 2026 is about to be it already is a monumental year for your girl. And looking back on my journey over the course of years, like I feel like 2022 I was a little, I don't want to say broken, let's call it lost. Your girl was a little bit lost. 2023 and 2024, we learned lessons, we were setting foundations, and just really becoming. In 2025, it was a good stretch, it was a good run, but then I felt like I found like my foundation. We were able to really lay the concrete out on the ground, and for 2026 it's only up from the foundation. Read between the lines. But yes, my mindset has definitely changed, and honestly I think you want it to change in terms of allowing it to evolve, because your mindset could change, but it could be going back to what you already were supposed to level up from. So I would say that my mindset has changed in terms of evolving, wanting more out of life for myself, and really playing a role, being obedient, being quiet and listening to God when I'm spoken to, and really understanding how to move, because I can't do nothing without God. I'ma just keep it a buck with you. Like, God is my driving force for why I am where I am in my life right now. Before I move on from the mindset topic, something I kind of want to double back on is about my business. I feel like, yes, I feel like the sky is not the limit anymore, but also that like I just need to sharpen up, because people will really try to play you in your face. In 2025, I actually had somebody stole all from my business, and I definitely take accountability for that, because I think it was due to me being very open-hearted and just kind, and I think I was just too generous, too trusting, and way too giving. But long story short, I gave it all to someone who said that they would do promo for me and they didn't do it, and on numerous amount of follow-ups they did not respond, and it's just like, you stole my hair oil, and you're lucky like I'm not taking any further action. It's just like, experiences teach valuable lessons, and my lesson that I learned from that is like, yeah, we're gonna sharpen up, because I work way too hard, I put way too much money into my business for people to really be doing me like that. The word business is called business for a reason, and there's certain things that you put in place to prevent certain things from happening, you see me? And honestly, like, having someone steal from me like in that manner, it definitely hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because I put a lot of time and intention to what I do, and it's like, if you want to experience my ancestors' curls, a bottle of Rich and Full, you're supposed to purchase, you know what I'm saying? I feel like folks just don't have good intentions, and this person definitely knows what they did was wrong, because it's like, just based on how the interactions went, even after they were given the product and I received nothing in return. So yeah, not gonna be so kind, not gonna be so open with folks. It's like, I'm a businesswoman, and we're gonna act like it a little bit more. I definitely felt my feelings, and then I just kind of left it alone, and I was at peace with knowing the fact that at the end of the day, you stealing from me, you're not hurting me, like, you're really hurting yourself, because one thing about it, God don't play about me. Like, and I've seen that on numerous accounts. God do not play about me. Karma is gonna spin the block and hit you 1,000 times harder than I ever could with my words or physically. Okay, moving on. The next question is, what does purpose mean to me right now? And this question is so interesting, because this is something that I've been praying about for years, like trying to find like, what is my purpose? And something that I was really inspired by years ago was a quote from like Nipsey Hussle. He was like, the highest human act is to inspire. And like ever since then, like I kind of took it and ran with it, like, yo, like I really want to inspire people. And in some sort of light, I feel like I do, right? Like I do content creation, and sometimes people's like, oh, like where's your fit from? Like where's your hair from? And it's just like, I inspire or influence folks, to like want the same things. And like sometimes people actually follow through and do get them. But I don't think that's my purpose. I think that's just a more general statement of saying like the highest human act is to inspire, which I thought was really cool. But it's like, okay, but what is purpose? And answering this question, honestly, I'll say this. I think my purpose is still developing. Something I love doing is listening to others. I'm a great listener. I love uplifting others. I'm a very empathetic person. I love speaking life into people, and I love leaving a mark on folks that allows them to just be like, yo, like let me rub shoulders with her real quick so I can get some energy. And honestly, like I want people to like, I want to leave like a positive mark on folks, but I don't want it to be just because like, oh, Michaela did it, and it's like, no, God did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want God to shine through me while I'm just the vessel, you know, giving it to folks. I think that kind of answers the question. Like, my purpose is to uplift, speak life, inspire, and do all the things as I continue to be inspired myself. And I choose to do that through my passion, which is YouTube, content creation, making my hair oils, and you know what I'm saying, just really allowing people to find strength, happiness, their diva-ness through my videos, my content, and maybe, you know, fashion too, whatever floats your boat, whatever brings you to my YouTube channel, whatever brings you to like my Instagram page. Like, take what you like and make it yours. You know what I'm saying? That was a really good question. All right, the next question is, what does becoming her mean to me personally? Honestly, okay, in a general sense, I'll say that it means becoming my higher self. And I feel like every day, like, I'm striving to like just become my higher self. Starting from like a physical standpoint, becoming her means making sure that I'm staying in the gym, getting my body right, maintaining my body, not just for the looks, but also for internal health. Becoming her for me also means like making sure that I'm taking my vitamins and taking care of my hair, taking care of my skin, taking care of my home, right? All of those little things that are compartmentalized, it truly makes up a person. Becoming her for me means like elevating my fashion, you know? I learned that like I like a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of everything. I could be a little modest. I can be a little edgy. I can be a little sweet. You know, like there's just a whole bunch of things that I like within that. And becoming her means just continuing to explore my creativity, pushing myself to new heights, trying new things, whether it's within fashion or becoming a woman. And becoming her means like continuing to educate myself. Like, I love educating myself through a podcast. Like, I will sit, I think I've mentioned this before, I will sit and watch a 2-hour podcast if it is that good, because I be so locked in that like I be feeling like I'm sitting right there in the room with them. I be so locked in that like I go past the 2 hours of like what the podcast is, because I will rewind the episode or that specific scene so many times to really analyze and understand what it is that they're saying and how I can apply it to my life, or really dissect it to understand what it is I need to change. Becoming her for me means my connection, my relationship to God. Like, I'm sorry, if you're tired of hearing me talk about God on my channel, please click off the video, because it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, my life is transforming. It has been very transformative. And I just want to get closer to God. Like, I feel like the closer I am to God is the closer I am to my higher self. You know what I'm saying? From a moral standpoint, my core values in life are integrity, respect, and honesty. And those are the things that I myself as a woman like to abide by, because it's really just the things of like right from wrong. And I'm so knee deep into my core values and with my relationship with God that it's just like I can't even do nothing wrong. Like, if somebody does something to me, God will say, if you want to be petty, go be petty, but you're gonna reap the consequences that follow after that. And it's like, I don't have it in myself to do it, because I'm just not that type of person. And just God holds me to a higher standard, like, because you know better, so do better. So being in that space, it just makes you want to be better, you know? Becoming her just means actively every single day, making sure that like I'm a good person on the inside and on the outside. There's so many different explanations of what it means to become that woman. I also like to journal from time to time. It helps me like with my mental, with my thoughts, and having a therapist definitely helps. You don't have to have a therapist, you can have someone you can confide in, but I highly recommend folks have a therapist, because this is an unbiased person that you can spill your thoughts to and get advice from, and they'll probably pick up on certain patterns that you don't even notice that, you know what I'm saying, that you're doing. But yes. I can go on and on about this, but becoming her to me in just totality looks like elevating myself physically, protecting myself mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, like just all the things, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, really just every day trying to become my highest self, really. Next question is, what does healthy mean to you beyond physical appearance? I feel like I kind of just touched on this in the last question, but healthy, we're gonna be sitting here all night if I try to talk about this, but to sum it all up, beyond physical appearance, being healthy applies to your emotions, it applies to your mental health, it applies to your spiritual health, it applies to your financial health. There's just so many avenues that you can really take with that, but those are just like the couple that I can honestly think of off the top of my head. But like I said, I feel like I've done a lot of work. I feel like 2022 was my awakening and my time of looking in the mirror, reflecting, and really facing and fighting, you know, just like negativity, demons that like I personally had and that we all have, right? And seeing the transformation coming all the way up to here, it's like, to me, it's a whole different person, you know? So really just learning from those experiences and taking the positive energy, taking the experiences and the lessons into 2026 with me to promote my health in all of the ways that I've listed. Just doing the things that will protect my peace, doing the things that will bring me joy, doing the things that will bring me wellness. Like, those are beautiful words, you know what I'm saying? Joy, wellness, peace, and honestly, it connects to being healthy. So I think that's the best way to answer that. The next question is, why did you want to start the year with a talking video? I wanted to do this video because it just felt right. And like I said previously, like I haven't given y'all an update since 2025. This is like a different kind of update because of the questions. But I feel like it was just gonna set the tone a little bit, you know, and just good vibes, good energy. Like the way I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling very great. I'm feeling super charged up. I'm feeling very just hopeful, optimistic, and guided, favored, and protected, and guided, just everything. Like I feel really, really, really great about 2026, and however you want to give off that good energy is how you give it off. And for me, it was just through a talking video. I wanted to let y'all in about what life has been looking like a little bit, what my mindset, where my mind has been. And the final question of this video is, what are you choosing more of this year? Whew, I choose God. Yeah, definitely that. I'm choosing more of what chooses me. I think that's a very deeply rooted statement to give. I'm choosing more of what chooses me because, like I said, like when you know better, you do better. I feel like 2025 was such an awesome learning and monumental year for me that it's like coming into 2026, we know how to move, we know what to dodge, and you know what to engage in. So I feel like, yeah, just choosing more of what chooses me. I also think paying attention to what experiences and people bring out of me, you know, I think that will really help me to define what is for me and what is not for me, what is choosing me and what is not choosing me. I personally feel such a shift coming into my life. I will definitely also be choosing myself. I think something that I had a hard time doing was celebrating myself sometimes and not really taking a moment to acknowledge how far I've come. I think that when you are a very goal-driven, ambitious person, it's hard to see how far you've come when you continue to like move the reward or move the goalpost. So in 2026, I'm definitely making it a point to celebrate myself in some capacity. Whatever that looks like for me is what I will be doing, whether it's taking myself out to my favorite restaurant or it being as simple as like some type of at-home DIY, like I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna be finding ways to celebrate myself. I think it'll really help to keep me recharged and keep me full so that I can also pour into others, you know, like this is like a consistent fountain. People who choose me pour into me, and I'm able to do the same back into that garden. I think that's it for all of my answers. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that this gave you a little bit of insight into where your girl has been at, what she's been doing, and just, you know, things that are coming. 2026, like I said, I feel it is gonna be a great year. It's already a great year, and I have things in the works, you know. Really excited to just keep outdoing myself, essentially. But that is the end of this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that you could be notified every single time your girl drops a banger. Head over to IG, follow me at Michaela.Queen and My Ancestors Curls. I love y'all so much, and Happy New Year. If you're watching this video, drop in the comments down below, like, what's the goal you have for the new year? Like, let me know. But until then, I will see y'all in my next video. As always,